Yeah, well, hopefully there won't be any big events that rock the boat. Usually that's what happens in our industry. There's something unforeseen that comes to bear. But from everything we see, unless there's some political or economic upset, I think we're going to be talking about more of the same. And I think we're going to be talking about more supply, because there are many markets that the supply equation hasn't worked heretofore, because average rates and profits had not increased to the point to support new hotel development, but now that's coming. And we're already seeing a broad array of especially select service hotels being built in a number of markets, and I think we're going to start seeing more supply.
I think there'll be a little bit more fear about how soon we're hitting that 2017 that I'm worried about, but other than that, I think we're going to have a great year of RevPAR, great year of NOI, and I don't think we're going to have the impact, I'll call it the negative impact, of things like Obamacare and increased costs, minimum wage increases, and how that may impact all of us on the bottom line.
A year from now, well, I think it's going to be the same topics, but they're going to be a lot closer to home. Right now, people are concerned about new supply coming to the market, and I think that will be a recurring topic. People are going to say, how much closer are we to the peak? And there's talk about it being in 2016, 2017, somewhere between those 2 years. So I think in 2015, we're going to be really close to that peak, and people will be looking at it or maybe just beyond it, and talking about how they should address and handle it.
I think new supply. New supply is I feel it's a topic that a lot of folks say that it's off on the horizon and it's nothing to worry about, but at that point it's going to be something to worry about. So I think that'll be a major topic discussion.
I think we're going to exceed expectations of performance of hotels this year, and I think next year, we will be in a very strong position as an industry. People will be asking, how much longer can this last? And my hope is that the recovery has been very slow generally in the economy and in the hotel space. So this is our fourth year of an upcycle in RevPAR, the longest upcycle we've had in the industry. I think this upcycle will continue 5, 6, 7 years. I mean, unless there's a major external shock, there's very little supply growth on the horizon. Certainly in the upscale and luxury end of the market, in relative terms, there's very little supply growth. So we don't have that kind of impending risk of supply growth. So I think we're going to continue to grind out a slow but very comfortable recovery.
I think no doubt we're going to see a lot of urbanization of select serve and extended stay models. We're going to see a lot of campusing of select serve with extended stay, particularly in the same brand families. I think we, in the full service business, I think you're going to see less of that and more of the upscale and limited service. But within lifestyle, I think there's going to be a retreat, continued retreat from the kind of crazy club, gilded stuff to more authentic, more organic, more residential feeling. I think things, if I was to predict, I would say things smaller than larger as a preference. We're seeing folks get pickier about things like security, like sustainability, and less driven by charger plates and 3 guys standing behind them while they eat their food. Those are the principal trends, I suppose, that I see. I don't see any movements away from or to brands. I think that the large projects are still more in our future than our present, and all bets are off if interest rates move up materially in the next few years, because I think that they're really underpinning a lot of the growth in hospitality. So those are the trends that I would see.
I think we'll start talking a lot more about, and hopefully next year and in future years we'll continue to talk more about inbound travel coming into the U.S. from China, coming up from South America, even more growth coming in out of Europe. Hopefully things will settle with some of these geopolitical issues around the world that have caused some turmoil, whether it be in Eastern Europe or in the Middle East and Egypt particularly. See that settle down and see more of that business come back into the U.S. Because I think we have a huge opportunity here in the States. Looking at the charts this morning, it looks great, but everybody keeps talking about this plateau in 16 and 17. There's 100 million more people ready to travel, and Boeing's building the planes, Airbus is building the planes, so I think we can stretch that out. So the question is, how long can we stretch it?